Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Stats and Chats. I'm Jason.
And I'm Bella. This week, we'll be talking about the TYR Pro meet in Indianapolis, giving some World Cup updates and some predictions. So bing, bang, boom, let's get started.
Bing, bang, boom.
You repeat it every
time I feel left out. How you doing?
Good.
Been a good week?
Yeah, it's been pretty chill so far.
Pretty chill?
Yeah, doing my nails on tomorrow. So I'm excited about that because I literally haven't done my nails in like a couple months.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was trying to get them healthy again. And now they are healthy again, so now I'm going to ruin them again.
That's an interesting strategy. Good for you.
Thank you.
All right, so we got nails. Silk is gone.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is sad. It's a little bit of a melancholy week here. First pod since she left.
Yeah.
A lot of emotions, but she and her family returned home safely. She was here for 316 days in total.
Yes.
And just returned home to Denmark. Already a busy few days for her. Thank goodness for technology. I think we've all separately and together kept in touch pretty well.
Yeah.
And it seems like everything's going well there. Keep them busy.
Yes. It's been good.
It's been good. Good to keep in touch. But definitely miss her.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to sports. A few different stories this week, some big stories. The NBA draft started last night. US Open was last weekend, which up in Chennacock. The weather was horrible, and Wyndham Clark led wire to wire and won by one stroke at the end of the weekend. Interesting arc for Clark. Clark's arc. So let's talk about Clark's arc for just a second. So a year ago, he was smashing lockers and getting banned after he missed the cut for the U.S. Open.
That's insane.
This past weekend, he had a large portion of the crowd running against him and heckling him throughout the weekend. He led from the start, almost completely imploded, but finally got the victory. So congrats to Wyndham Clark. Hopefully it continues on the positive trend.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
But the weather up there was crazy. Yeah. And then Giannis. Everybody's been talking about this trade and the potential for this trade from Milwaukee for at least a couple of years. It finally happened. He goes to Miami and automatically makes them a contender in the East where they really weren't before. So obviously you still have the Celtics and New York. I mean, just won it.
Yeah.
But the Heat bringing in one of the top 5 best players in the league automatically move up. So kudos to them. They did have to trade away their first round pick this year, but should definitely make the Heat a contender in the East and the East more interesting going into next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Any words of the week this week?
Yes.
What do you got?
Okay, so I got this one from a Noah Khan song. So shout out Noah Khan.
Of course.
Hey.
It's not a bad thing.
My word of the week last week was from Casey. He said it during practice, and I was like, wait, that's a good word.
Oh, was it?
You know?
I didn't know that.
Apathetic.
Apathetic.
Yeah. He was telling us to not get complacent. Don't be apathetic.
I like that message.
Complacent is also a good word.
Yes.
Lazy, content where you are.
Yes.
No motivation for more.
Are you apathetic?
No.
No. Get out of the way.
People keep having the audacity to say that I have no emotion, and that's really bothered me.
Is audacity your word?
No.
Is it a future word?
None of those are. It could be a future word,
okay.
But none of those are my words for this week. I'll get to my word. But anyways, some people keep saying I have no emotion, and that's bothering me.
Is it?
AKA you.
Does that mean you're going to show more emotion?
I am
to disprove the rumors?
I am showing emotion. I show emotion all the time. Sorry.
No, that's good. Okay. So do you want to talk about?
I have a lot of emotion. I'm excited to do my nails. I'm excited for Friday. I'm excited for Saturday because we're going to brunch, I think. I'm excited for Sunday because maybe the beach. See, I'm excited. I have emotion.
Whoa, slow down. Slow down. Stop yelling and screaming.
I'm not yelling or screaming.
But you're so excited. It's like hurting my eardrums.
You're not funny.
I know. All right. So are you defining the word?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. My word of the week is metastasize.
Yes.
It means the spread of a disease, but is often used in a metaphorical way to explain the spreading of emotions or feelings.
Sweet emotions.
I mean, not always sweet.
Aerosmith. I don't think they ever use the word metastasize, though.
Probably not.
No. All right. That's a good one. So
Thank you.
disease and emotions.
Well, like in a metaphorical sense, emotions or feelings. But its dictionary definition is the spread of a disease.
Got it.
Or like the growth of a disease.
But Noah Khan used it for emotions.
Yes, in like a metaphorical sense.
Okay. Metastasize.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to use it in a sentence this week? What?
Yes, just wait.
Oh, God. I'm scared. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that.
Okay. All right. Shall we get to sports?
Yeah.
All right. Take it away.
Okay, so this week my story is about going back to my roots a little bit, swim. And there was a recent meet, the 17th through the 20th in Indianapolis. It's TYR Pro. So for people that don't know, TYR is a brand and they sponsor a swim meet. So TYR Pro. But specifically in this meet, I'm going to be talking about Kate Douglas. So to put this in perspective a little bit, she broke the 50 free world record. Not expected to do that. She does hold the American record. Actually, I think she's tied with Gretchen Walsh for that. They both have the American record. But anyways, she was not expected to get the world record, but she did. The part that I want to focus on, though, is that over the course of 3 nights, she swam 3 different strokes. So she swam 200 IM on Wednesday and then won the 200 breaststroke on Thursday, adding 3 seconds on her best time, by the way. Still won, adding 3 seconds.
Yep.
And then on Friday, she broke the 50 free world record, which has stood since 2023. So that's pretty long for a sprinting world record. Those tend to just kind of, in my opinion, get faster and faster and faster because sprinters just get faster and get stronger and taller and, you know, it just gets faster.
Yeah.
So it standing for 3 years is, it's fast.
Yeah.
So yes, the world record was 23:61 and she went 23:59.
Ooh,
so
that's close.
Really close, but got it. After the race, her coach said that she executed the race perfectly and was not expecting that at all, which is really impressive. She's the first American woman to hold the 50 free world record since Dara Torres in 1984.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. So it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is she also won 200 breaststroke. She is the Olympic champion in 200 breaststroke, which is a slow event. It is slow. It is time consuming. You have to have patience. And the race plan for that race is completely different than a 50 free.
And just, I'll be the novice since you're the expert. It's 4 times as long.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different stroke that uses completely different muscles.
Yes.
In a completely different way.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes. So that's kind of the crazy thing is nobody does both. There's really nobody that swims 200 breaststroke and 50 freestyle, let alone the Olympic champion in one and the world record holder in another.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So everything makes sense so far. I'm going to be the novice again. I might know a little bit more than I'm letting on, but not a lot. Michael Phelps.
Yes.
He was free, and I know he was fly because he was...
Yes. The fly was his primary.
Did he do breast?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he did IM.
He did IM.
He could swim everything well. Like, not
but
really
did he
a
hold,
bad event, but no.
But he did not hold any records for breast?
No.
Okay.
Not breaststroke specifically.
Okay.
But he was also an IMer.
Yeah.
Technically. But
but that's only a quarter of I think it speaks to just how unique it is for somebody.
And he was also like one of the first people to really do that. Because even being like IM or fly free,
yes,
doing all of those in like Olympics or like world championships, that's not common.
Okay.
Like if you look at Katie Ledecky, for example,
right.
You have mile, 800, 400.
It's all free.
Maybe 200.
Yeah.
All free.
All free. Yeah.
You could look at like Simone Manuel.
Yeah.
50 and 100 free.
That's
maybe 200 free.
Yep. And then the
Also
names
there.
are very different
Yeah.
when you get to the other strokes.
Yes.
Got it.
And then you have like Gretchen Walsh and Tori Huskin. They have their kind of fly sprint,
Yes.
but it's very, very uncommon to see someone who's doing mid-distance stroke and sprint freestyle, and let alone succeeding at both. So, yeah, she went into the race just kind of wanting to break her American record, but ended up breaking the world record. And this creates a little bit of complicated nature for her because Pan Pacs, which is another championship meet, which is in August, the 200 IM, the 200 breaststroke, and 50 free are all on the same day. And she just swam those over 3 separate days.
Okay.
So this is where it gets a little interesting to kind of see what she's going to pick and how she's going to kind of specialize herself in what event she picks, because obviously she can succeed at all 3 of them, but that's where the background training comes in a little bit into how she's going to structure that for herself. So the original record that she held, the American record, was a 23.91.
Okay.
So she went from that to a 23.59.
Yep.
Which is a pretty big jump in time when you're talking about someone who's as elite as her. I mean, she's dropping 0.3 in a 50, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially already holding that American record.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's kind of what I just wanted to talk about a little bit, because the range in events is new.
Yes.
You don't see that really in swimming. It's very specialized, especially once you get to pro level. So my question for you is, how do you think that this range of events is showing where swimming is headed, in what direction?
So I think it's a good thing. I think that it seems like the examples you gave in the past, a lot of the hyper competitive pro swimmers were very, very specialized. And based on what Douglas has been able to do, I think it's a sign that more and more swimmers have the ability to do more different things and be exceptional. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for the sport. And I would assume that coaches are paying attention to not only the results, but what's being done to achieve those results, and probably going to follow suit to some extent moving forward.
Yeah,
What do you
definitely.
think?
Well, I think so for age group swimming and club swimming, when you're in high school and under that, it's very typical for swimmers to swim every event, just because coaches tend to like swimmers to be well-rounded. And then in high school, and as they start recruiting, they'll start specializing. And then once they get to college, they specialize. And that's pretty much it. And you end up swimming your events every meet. And that's just what you swim. But I think that Kate Douglas is showing that you can train for multiple things at one time and be good at it. And so I think that's going to shape a lot of how different college programs change their training, so that swimmers are not only, yes, doing the training for their best events, but giving them opportunities to build the muscles needed for different events so that they can be successful at both of them. So I think it's a good thing for swimming, but I also think it's not going to be everyone.
Sure.
Like it's still a special case scenario, and until we see more and more and more swimmers doing that, it's still kind of a not one time because it's happened before, but like new thing.
Yeah.
So I think it can change the direction of things, but not in a full sense where everyone's going to be like, yeah, this is for us now.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Cool. Does it get you excited about where the sport is going?
Yeah, I think any kind of like exposure, or I mean, I'm not going to say any change in the sport is good, because I don't agree with that. Like when they removed B finals, I did not like that. But yeah, it's also keeping swimmers, like I can speak for myself and a lot of the people on my team, we don't like to train the same thing every day.
Yeah.
It gets boring.
Right.
It gets boring if you do aerobic freestyle every day when you're a distance freestyler.
Right.
You want to do something else
Right.
someday. So like allowing swimmers to take some control over maybe off events or second best events that they want to get better at.
Yeah.
And allowing them to train sometimes for that, that's going to also keep the swimmers happy and more invested in the sport. And that's a good thing. So, yeah.
That's cool. I think it's great. I think it's exciting. And I think to your point, and it's not swimming, it kind of goes for everything. Anything that can be done to provide motivation and inspiration to drive to that next level to continue to raise the bar is a good thing. So I think it's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You ready for World Cup?
Yes.
The beautiful game?
Yes.
Dude, I'm loving the World Cup. Can I just say that before we dive into the details? I'm loving the World Cup. The only thing I wish, and it's a very selfish thing, was I wish matches were only in the Eastern time zone, because some of the matches, including the US tomorrow night, are starting at like 10 p.m. Eastern time. And that's
it's a little late.
Gets past my bedtime during the week usually. So, but other than that, I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So we're going to do a quick recap, the good, the bad, the ugly through the first few weeks of the tournament, and then talk about what's next. And then I'm going to ask you a question. So where are we? Group stage nearly complete. So the final group matches happen today, which is Wednesday, and tomorrow, which is Thursday. After that, we move on to the round of 32, which starts June 28th. So some of the final teams will be playing their final games before we get to the round of 32, which is the beginning of the knockout round.
Yes.
You win, you move on, you lose, you go home. What are some of the headlines right now? Obviously, we're following the USA first and foremost. They beat Australia 2-0 in Seattle. First clean sheet in 10 games, which means it was first match in 10 games where they did not allow a goal. Clean sheet. There you go. So they have won, with that victory, they won Group D outright after Paraguay beat Turkey. So that's huge news for the U.S. It's their first back-to-back World Cup wins since 1930. So it's been a minute.
Yeah.
First time advancing with a match to spare ever. First time they clinched. But here's the leadership and here's the mentality that I go back to that I love with this team right now. Tyler Adams, one of the team captains, 24-hour rule is in effect. So you celebrate for 24 hours and then you get back to work. Back to work, baby. Right?
Yes.
You do not in any way, shape, or form become
complacent
or apathetic.
Apathetic is less.
I know, but you used that last week. I was trying to, but complacent.
Complacent is
that
better.
works. All right. So what's the good so far? The GOATs have delivered.
The GOATs.
The GOATs. Messi broke the all-time World Cup goals record with 18, including a hat trick versus Algeria and a brace versus Austria. He's now the oldest and the youngest scorer in Argentina World Cup history. That is an arc.
Flex.
That is an arc. Ronaldo came back at 41. First player ever to score at 6 different World Cups. He had a brace versus Uzbekistan after a rough opener. He said the knockout clash with Messi would be awesome. They could potentially be playing each other.
That's crazy.
On the way to the finals. If Argentina and Portugal both advance, they'd meet in a quarterfinal match in Kansas City on July 11th. That is must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV happening right now.
And then finally, Germany looks like the team to beat. They beat Curacao 7-1. Canada thrashed Qatar 6-0. And Mbappe, Mr. World Cup, had a brace in both his first game and his second game so far in the Cup. So the GOATs are back in town. So that's the good. The bad. Some of the big teams are stumbling a little bit. So Brazil had a draw against Morocco and then got past Haiti 3-0, but still a work in progress. They face Scotland today, 6 p.m., I believe, in Miami. Dude, talk about fun World Cup stories, fan stories. Team Scotland, I'm here for them. First, they were up in New England and drank all the Sam Adams. Now they're down, and we've got Scottish friends, so all the love to you guys. Now they're down in Miami, and I think our friends are down there, some of them, and they're painting the town orange and white, and it's magnificent. So we're here for that. Should be a great match tonight. I'm excited to see that. England was held 0-0 by Ghana, so 12-game competitive winning streak has been snapped, with neither team having a shot on goal in the first half. I watched a lot of that game. Ghana looked very competitive against England, and England is one of the favorites. And then finally, although Ronaldo has shown up, Portugal needed him to rescue them basically after their first game draw against DR Congo, who was playing in their first World Cup ever. So a little bit of concern with some of the favorite teams so far. And then the ugly, the upsets, we talked about this last week a little bit, but Spain with a draw against Cape Verde. Again, their first World Cup.
Yeah.
and a population of less than 500,000 people. So that was a stunner.
Mariana?
Yes.
Mariana? She was talking about yesterday how upset she was that Brazil had a draw.
Yeah.
Because
her
family's from Brazil.
Yeah.
So she was like upset about it, but
and they're historically a great team.
Yeah. She's like, they're doing so bad.
Yep.
My dad is so upset about it. It's like,
Yeah, it's a big deal. Australia stunned Turkey 2-1. Curacao lost 7-1 to Germany, but still scored.
Yeah.
And celebrated. So that was cool. So that's some of the ugly, but it's been cool to see some of the underdogs and first-time teams have some reason to celebrate. So that's a quick summary. What to watch, round of 32, like I said, starts on the 28th of June. USA advances will likely play a third-place team on July 1st in Santa Clara. We don't know the team yet, so it could be any number of options. Qatar, Ecuador, could be Sweden, Japan, could be Norway or Senegal. So a lot of different possibilities right now. Like we said, dream knockout potential, Messi versus Ronaldo in a quarterfinal in Kansas City. And so in total, expanded 48 team format, largest format ever.
Yeah.
First ever round of 32, 8 best teams, third place teams. 8 best third place teams will advance along with the top 2 teams from each group. U.S. has only advanced past the round of 16 once in the modern era. We talked about this before the tournament started. So how are you feeling about the expanded number of teams and the competition at this point?
I really like it. I think it's good because it gives smaller countries a chance to come play, because I think that creates a little bit more underdog type scenario instead of seeing the same teams over and over again be at the top. And I mean, they've been proving that they can hold their own against some of these powerhouses. So I love it.
Yeah.
I have no reason to complain about it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's worked out well. I think there have been a couple of blowouts, but historically, there's always a couple of blowouts.
Yeah.
So,
well, and that's going to happen no matter what the format is. If you have 36 teams, you're going to have a blowout.
That's
still.
right.
It doesn't matter.
That's right. So there's no difference thus far in the competition, top to bottom, from previous World Cups. I love like you said, the fact that there are a number of first-time countries playing, and they are holding up their own, right? And that idea that an underdog can come in and play to a draw with Spain, who's the number 2 team in the world, I think it's fantastic. So, and it just brings more countries into the competition.
Yeah.
And the community. So I think it's been great. I think it was a great move. And I think all in all, there've been a few complaints. The hydration breaks where they're stopping once each half for players to take a rest. Some of the fans don't love it because it interrupts the flow of the game. But from a safety standpoint, how can you not do it? And you got to be consistent. If you're doing it for some, then you got to do it for all.
And also, like, the games that are in Miami,
yeah,
if there are players playing for 45 minutes, you will be
you have to. It's summer.
You will be drenched. You will be dehydrated. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do. So there have been there was a huge rain delay yesterday.
Yeah.
During the match with France, but what are you going to do? But I think all in all, so far, I think it's been a great World Cup.
Yeah.
I think it's been great for the teams. I think it's been great for the fans. I think it's been great for the sport of football. Football.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Ready to talk predictions?
Yes.
F1's back.
Yes, finally.
Took a week off.
Only been a week.
Austrian Grand Prix. What do you think?
Okay, so I have a broader prediction for this. I think it's going to be a Mercedes driver. Not sure which one, because Kimi just had his first loss, so headspace issues going on there. George just keeps having like the worst luck on the planet. But the Austrian course has some of the longest straightaways, and that's Mercedes' advantage.
Sure.
So, like, if you put them up against Ferrari, they're going to pass them on a straightaway.
Yeah.
If you put them against McLaren, they're going to pass them on a straightaway.
Yep.
So, Max, they're going to pass them. So, I'm guessing Mercedes.
Yep.
I personally would say Kimi.
Yep.
But it's all just going to depend on how his head is after, having his first loss. And obviously he didn't finish the race and didn't podium. So, a little bit difficult for him, but we'll see how he does. But that's my prediction. Yep.
Nice. Cool. I'm going with Max.
Okay.
I'm going with Max. So Red Bull won this race 6 years in a row up through 2023. It is Max's home circuit. I think Red Bull's been competitive.
Yeah.
They've made podium. It's just been more of a Mercedes, Ferrari kind of season so far. I think, I'm going to go with Max. I think it's going to be very competitive. It could arguably be one of the more competitive and lead changing races that we have seen so far this season. So I'm going with Max. I'm going for Red Bull for the win, kind of like Lewis a couple of weeks ago. I think he's been in the shadows a little bit, but I think he's more and more confident with his car. Both Red Bull drivers have had some success this year, and I think this is going to be their week. So I'm going Max, Kimi, and Hamilton. And I think Hamilton is going to stay on Kimi's toes for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be...
Well, I think he has the benefit of experience.
Exactly.
And
the deeper we go, the more that experience, I think, is going to be...
Especially because Kimi's going to start getting in his head about, either why am I not winning? I'm still not winning. I was winning. Or I'm just going to keep winning. What happens if I lose?
Yep.
So kind of a tough balance there.
Exciting.
Yeah.
9 a.m. Sunday.
Yeah.
Dude, we could do that and then transition into World Cup all day. Not bad for the off season of NFL and college football.
Yeah.
Some great sport on right now, actually.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's exciting.
Yeah,
it's cool.
For sure.
All right. So next week, we'll have some World Cup updates, obviously reactions to the Austrian Grand Prix, and you're going to share what movies you're excited to see this summer in the movie theater.
Thanks for nominating me for this one.
You're welcome. I'll share too.
Okay.
Our top 3. There's so many good movies coming out.
Yeah.
I think Tom Holland and Zendaya are... Oh, yeah. That's the one you showed me a couple weeks ago.
No. You know which one I want to see? I think it already came out, though. It's the one with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson.
Oh, yeah. I think that's already on paper.
Out.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to watch it.
I think so.
It's rated R, so I couldn't go see it unless I was an adult.
So your mom and I just watched Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. Wasn't what I thought, but I wasn't in that mindset either. It was fine. It was good.
Yeah,
I was expecting a little bit more, but I think it was because I was expecting more action.
Yeah.
It was a little more emotion, but it was good.
Sorry.
It was good. Anyway, so many good movies coming out.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and The Odyssey.
Spider-Man one.
And The Odyssey. I think those are 2 of the top ones. Toy Story just came out.
The Odyssey. That's Greek mythology.
Homer, yeah.
I think I read part of
The Iliad and The Odyssey.
I read part of that book in 9th grade last year.
Yeah, me too.
In my English class.
In 9th grade. Yep. It's supposed to be amazing, actually. Christopher Nolan directed.
Fire.
Yeah, it's good. It's got a good cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Damon. And Tom Holland's in that one, too. It's good. Anyway, all right. So that's what we'll talk about next week. You want to take us home?
Yes. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'd love to hear your feedback. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Threads, Instagram, all the things.
YouTube's growing.
All good things.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.